What's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. Happy Monday. We have some big news for this Matt Reeves Batman movie. We finally got our Batwoman. Now, you'll be surprised to see that it's actually Zoe Kravitz. And I feel like we got played just a little bit because just a couple of weeks ago, I feel like we got the news that Matt Reeves wanted a Zoe Kravitz type character to play Catwoman. And lo and behold, we actually have Zoe Kravitz in the role. Now, I feel like that we were used, or the news was used as a negotiation tactic to get Zoe Kravitz to sign. I don't know, that's just my theory. But nevertheless, we have Zoe Kravitz. So, when I first heard this news, I was a little underwhelmed. I cannot lie, but I've since grown to accept it a little bit more. Now, this was broken by Variety, so let's go ahead and read the article for a bit, and then let's go ahead and comment on some of the things that really are standing out to me. So here we have Variety. Justin Kroll breaking this. Says, Big Little Lies star Zoe Kravitz has been tapped to play Catwoman, the anti-heroine and sometimes love interest for the Caped Crusader in Matt Reeves' upcoming The Batman. Kravitz will star opposite Robert Pattinson in The Batman. In recent weeks, the role came down to Kravitz, Zazie Beetz of Atlanta and Deadpool 2 and Joker, Baby Driver's Isa Gonzalez, and Oscar winner Alicia Vikander. Ultimately, Kravitz won out, despite some worry about scheduling issues with Fantastic Beasts. So just right there, that is really interesting. So, first of all, Kravitz appearing opposite Robert Pattinson. Again, I still have not caught up on a lot of the Robert Pattinson movies that you guys have told me to watch, and I do plan on doing that. So I will do that. But Kravitz and Robert Pattinson, I imagine they had some test screenings together, and I imagine all the other characters or other actresses had some test screenings with Robert Pattinson as well. And ultimately, Matt Reeves, this talented director that he is, chose Zoe Kravitz. So we have that to back her up. But we'll talk a little bit more about her and her resume in a bit. But look at the people she beat out. She beat out Zazie Beetz. We just saw Zazie Beetz in Joker. She was great. Now, don't get me wrong, Joaquin Phoenix carried that movie. Absolutely, that was his movie. Had it all on his back. But Zazie Beetz did great in that. She was great in Atlanta in the few episodes that I've seen. And she was great as Domino in Deadpool 2. And Isa Gonzalez. She was in my top 5 list that I had created some time ago for this role as Catwoman. I could totally see Isa Gonzalez from especially, seeing her performance in Baby Driver. I thought, wow, this could be a good character, and you guys have suggested her as well. This could be a really great actress to race bend the character, so we know they were going to do that, but race bend the character in a different type of way than what we got with Commissioner Gordon, who is also a great actor, and I'm excited to see his take on Commissioner Gordon. But we also have Alicia Vikander, and she's the new Lara Croft. Have not yet seen Tomb Raider. Let me know if you guys have seen it and if I should watch it in the comments below. But she looks, at least Alicia Vikander, she is physically fit enough to play Catwoman. Now, Zoe Kravitz, she can also obviously hire a trainer and prepare her body to fit this role. But who knows if she will do that or not. But I thought, we knew that they wanted to race bend the character, and I thought that was all well and good. I have no problem with it. I know some of you guys might have some problems with it, but Darren, when he texted me about this news, he had said, hey, he seemed pretty excited about it, and I had mentioned, I'm a little bit underwhelmed for this. And Darren had mentioned that he thinks that Matt Reeves is wanting to make this movie more like a Chicago, more based on the city of Chicago. And in doing so, you want to cast the role appropriately, right? So what does the population look like in a city like Chicago, which is probably what this Gotham is being based on? Again, this is all speculation. So, and so he pointed out right, and I was like, you know what, Zoe Kravitz, I could see her fitting in with the universe possibly that Matt Reeves wants to build. Again, we don't know too much about this universe that he wants to build yet. Only that he wants to fill it with a rogues gallery of villains and make the story itself a detective noir movie. So again, she beat out some great actors here, and I gotta say, it's weird because if you look at her, next thing we gotta do is look at Zoe Kravitz, her resume and her filmography, and she has been in a ton of movies. Let me just go ahead and other stuff too, but let me just go ahead and read some of them to you. So she's most recently seen by most of us probably in the Fantastic Beasts series and The Crimes of Grindelwald. Something happens to her character in that movie, which was, it was good. Where they took that character, it didn't blow my mind, but it was good. And she's supposed to be Bellatrix Lestrange's like long lost aunt or something, or relative, but she was good. She was good in that Crimes of Grindelwald. She was in the Divergent series. Can't even remember to save my life which character she was. Mad Max Fury Road. Love that movie. I cannot remember what she did in that movie as well. She was in Dope. I can't remember what she did in Dope either, and I love that movie. She was in X-Men First Class, so she has dipped her toe into the superhero realm before, numerous times actually. So I do remember her. She was that character who kind of flew, like she had like wings, and yeah, totally forgettable character. Not most people's favorite character from that movie, but was an amazing movie itself. So she was also Mary Jane's voice in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. She was great in that. Voice work is good. She was also a character in the Lego Batman movie. She voiced some character I can't remember. I think she voiced Catwoman actually. So there is some parallel there. So she voiced Catwoman in the Lego Batman movie. She was in Insurgent. And she is in a HBO show called Big Little Lies. She has gotten some praise for that work there, but I have to admit I haven't seen that movie. I mean that TV show. My girlfriend has. She said she's pretty good in it, but again, I have not seen it. So she's been in a ton of other stuff as well. But if I had to make a statement about her work as a whole, largely I'd say it's a little forgettable, her roles. But again, maybe there's some big fans and maybe I haven't seen the right things, but she hasn't blown me away in any of her roles. I'm not saying she's a bad actor, just saying she hasn't blown me away. But maybe this is by design. Maybe Matt Reeves wanted to cast a Catwoman that didn't overshine his Batman. And that would make total sense. But again, there's a lot of other characters and actresses who I thought could have been great in this role. Ana de Armas, I believe her name is, from Blade Runner 2021. She was my number one favorite to pick for this Catwoman role. But again, we have our Catwoman. Let's accept it. Now we just got to figure out whether, what they're going to do with this character. And, something we also got to note is that she is the goddaughter of Jason Momoa, who is our universe's Aquaman. So, well, maybe they're not going to be in the same universe. Who knows yet? But yeah, so is there a little nepotism in play here? Who knows? But again, I'm sure Jason Momoa probably put in a good word, but I don't think that's what ultimately won her the role. At least that's what I think. And yeah, my thoughts are, a little underwhelmed, but I'm totally accepting of this actress playing Catwoman. I'm ready for this movie. I'm really excited for Matt Reeves, and I trust in him. I trust him in what he wants to do with this movie. I'm just excited that it's actually happening, and we're gonna get it in 2021. How is she gonna live up to all of the previous Catwoman that played on the big screen in the past? Obviously, Michelle Pfeiffer. It's gonna be hard to top. She was a one-of-a-kind Catwoman. Absolutely killed it in her role, and she really threw herself into that. There was some story that she even really put a bird into her mouth. That scene where she eats the bird, she put the bird into her mouth because she felt like the toy bird, didn't feel real enough. So there you go. She took it that far, and you could see her enthusiasm, and you can see her become the character of Catwoman. Now, Anne Hathaway. She was a surprisingly good Catwoman as well. A lot of people were underwhelmed by her casting, but under the tutelage of Christopher Nolan, she did a great job, and I actually really enjoy The Dark Knight Rises. So we're not going to talk about Halle Berry at all. So I'm hopeful that Zoe Kravitz will be a good Catwoman for this universe that Matt Reeves is creating. So those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think about the casting of Zoe Kravitz for Catwoman. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you open to it? Are you excited? Or are you upset? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.